What is up, guys? We are 5 days out from the Chicago Pro. 3 workouts left. We're here at Affinity Fitness. Let's fucking go. This is like my favorite handle to use for the cable row. The Spud Inc. lat saw attachment. It's adjustable width, super comfortable. So this is going to be the only one I do 2 warm-ups on, just because it's the first movement. But since 5 days out, nothing's to failure. So we're going to kind of take it a little bit lighter in the intensity and in the volume today. So for those of you with back pain, I have 5 herniations, L1 through S1, compression fracture L5. I have a lot of clients that'll complain about lower back pain when rowing. A really easy fix for that is making sure the weight's in your heels on the platform. A lot of people don't even think about their feet. But pretend like you're doing a bent over row and load your weight and position your upper body like this is the floor. Weight in your heels, chest up, pull the chest to the bar, drive those elbows back. So we'll do 2 top sets here. We won't call them working sets because they're not going to be working sets today. I'm super flat right now. I was going to have a high carb day today because I was anticipating a big drop, but it was kind of about the same in the body weight. And the look was a little bit more full. I bumped my fats yesterday. It was a rest day. But this will be my first time personally flying for a competition. So while I'm not typically one that holds a lot of water because of carbs, I'm spreading my carb load a little bit more thin than the last one over 3 days and doing over 5 days. So slowly starting today and then building through the week, make sure that I don't balloon up, my weight doesn't skyrocket. Especially because I look the best when I don't have to be super depleted. I was 225 this morning. My weight cutoff's 227. I want to make sure I can weigh in, not having to fast for the whole day, because that's not going to yield the best look the following day on stage. So taking it slower over a longer period of time, loading. So that's another reason why we're not going to train with full intensity today, because we're slowly loading. I don't want to come in here and train for 90 minutes and deplete myself, kind of shoot myself in the foot there. I always like to be moving. So we're going to head down here and set up the next thing. I've been so flat the last couple days that like I'll get shit when I train legs Friday doing leg extensions. Feathers, it hurts like a contraction, but then like there's like next to no pump. It's the weirdest feeling in the world. It's almost like being disconnected from your muscle. But I had about maybe 120 grams of carbs this morning with a decent amount of fat. So finally feeling the tiny little tickle of a pump for the first time in about a week. Feels good. Always got to clean your stuff off, even in your own gym, especially in your own gym. I go to a public gym sometimes. Shit, just public. Some of you guys are fucking disgusting. Wash your hands in the bathroom, man. You want to not wash your hands at your house? That's cool. Go put your pissy little fingers all over your house. But when you're in the gym where we're all touching the same equipment, wash your hands. Shit. My 2-year-old knows how to wash his hands. That's not a lie either. Just gonna do a quick little warm up. Normally, I do one or two warm-ups, and I do a heavy set of 8 to 12, and then a back off set of 15 to 20. But today we're just gonna keep it in the 10 to 15 range on the top sets. If you notice, when I train back, I always wear Versa grips or something like that, because I'm training back, not my grip. You know, training your grip is great, training your forearms great, but I need to grow my back. And in this chain, this is gonna give out way before my back. So if you're trying to grow your back, do yourself a favor and don't rely on your own grip strength. Ignore your hands when you're training back. Don't pull with your hands. So lock in up here. And now I pretend this is all part of my arm. And I'm pulling everything from back here. I've talked about this before, but when you watch me train, I close my eyes a bunch, especially on body parts that I might just struggle to connect with, like back. Close my eyes, remove some of your senses. You can heighten the other ones, like feel, right? And I really do find when I do that, I can really set that mind-muscle connection for a couple of reps. And when I open my eyes, I'm able to hold that for the whole set. So if you struggle to have that mind-muscle connection, give that a shot. We're gonna move into a single arm chest supported cable low row. I'm already warmed up. This isn't anything that I don't feel comfortable with. We're just gonna get right into our 2 top sets for today. So earlier, when my brother behind the camera got here, asked how my prep's been. We haven't really seen each other in a couple weeks, and it's starting to get long. For those of you that followed along, my first show was like 4 weeks ago. I was really in contest shape at about 3 or 4 weeks out. So we're coming up on about 8 weeks of being in real shape. Post show, I didn't let my weight get up more than like 2 or 3 pounds from my stage weight. To be honest, coaching myself, I was a little bit, not scared, but conservative. And I do think that ended up making the last 4 weeks a little bit more mentally and physically tough. However, I think it's gonna lead to a better peak. I didn't have to kill myself to drop another 10 pounds of water weight because I couldn't stay on my diet in between shows. I was right back on it when I walked off stage. And I'm gonna be better in Chicago because of it. So really, there's been some tough days, especially last 4 weeks. But that's what this is all about, you know? And at the end of the day, I feel bad for those people that don't know what it's like to really, truly give 100% of themselves to something, because most people don't. And for me, that's what this has always been about. Every day, better than yesterday. That's why it's on the wall. All right, so supinated underhand mag lat pull. On any type of lat pull, the most common mistake I see, guys, is leaning back. You can see where my elbows are going now. I'm hitting a lot of upper back, which, like, you know, if you need a whole bunch of back, cool, you know, you hit a little more upper back. But if your lats suck and you lat pull like that, that's why. You want to keep, no matter the grip, think about keeping your elbows in front of you and pulling the elbow to the hip bone. As you see here, I'll stay more upright. My elbows will be in front of me with this close supinated grip. And it's going to be a big stretch at the top. And then I can see my elbows there in front of me, straight down to my hip bones. Big stretch at the top, good control throughout the negative. All right, so when the rear delt flies, I like to get a nice grip here and then ignore those hands. Squeeze with the rear delt and think about pulling your biceps away from each other. Now, it's not a contest on how far back can you get it, because then you're gonna take a lot of the tension off the rear delt. You wanna find that active range of tension where that rear delt is firing and has tension on it the whole time, and then just think, pull those biceps away from each other. Now we're gonna hit just a little bit of bicep and tricep, one exercise, superset the two, and call it a day. I love to utilize the fat grips for arm training. Number one, good for the forearm and overall bicep thickness. But also, if you have elbow pain, tendonitis, this is good too. You could throw it on anything that, like I wouldn't put it on back, obviously, but like you're doing some dumbbell press, you can put it on that. That's not gonna affect your pressing strength. Curls, I kind of want the effect to make it harder on the biceps and the brachialis, so things like that, but it'll help with tendonitis pain as well. So, my guys or girls with shoulder pain, tricep training can be pretty tough. I have two bad shoulders. This one was repaired, so it's actually my good shoulder now, but this one got a ton of stuff wrong and a little bit of compressions and discs in my neck. So I'll get some issues training my right tricep particularly. Tried dropping the weight a little bit and doing things where you can stabilize the scapula more, like I just did with that press down. I pressed my shoulder blades down and back into the pad and then pinned myself there. That way, because my shoulder gets weak and I can't stabilize that scapula and then it kind of snowballs, now I'm manually stabilizing it so I can isolate those triceps. You obviously want to continue to work on gaining some strength and mobilization and stabilization in the scapula, but if you're like me, you've got shows or something coming up and I got to keep training, that's a way to do so while keeping myself uninjured and, you know, on the tracks. Ooh. Flat. Almost hurts to flex my legs. That's all, folks. 2 more workouts to go. Monday and Tuesday. We fly out first thing Wednesday morning. I'll try and get some content for you guys in Chicago. But follow along on my Instagram and my YouTube. Links in my bio. All right.